our main event of the evening between Romaine Porter and Shane Burns for the professional WRSA British title. Don't blink, I'm very excited about this fight. First onto the scales, we will have Shane. $66.2 kilos.
Yeah, this is a great to you, mate.
Jump off a set, mate.
I'm not hearing it. Did you usually like it?
Jump on it, mate. 66.8 kilos.
Man, I like this.
Well, boys, have one each.
Come over that way. That way, that way, that way, that way. Walk there, that's it.
Well done, guys. Good. You did, mate. Okay. Okay, so we have our main event of the evening. Romaine Porter versus Shane Burns for the WRSA Professional K1 British title. We've got some brilliant fights on this card. It's an 8-fight card, but 8 great fights. Topped off by this main event. This main event could be a show, could be the only fight on the card, and people would still pay money, still turn up to watch it. I'm very, very excited. Obviously, Shane, you was in the corner of Romaine's last opponent.
Yes, yes.
You've seen what he can do.
Yeah.
You travelled from Ireland, or messaged Davey asking whether you fancied this fight. You jumped at the chance.
Yeah.
What made you take this fight after watching him win his last fight by knockout?
If anything, you know, that made me want to fight more. You know, it excites me. You know, I like to challenge myself. You know, it's not my normal weight class, but the challenge. That's another challenge that excited me. You know, getting to 67. I haven't fought this weight since I was about 19. You know, I'm 23 now. Like so. I actually made the weight easier this time than I did back then. You know, to be honest, like you know, I've been training great. Like you know, it's so I'm feeling great to be honest. So you know, I'm happy to be here. You know, I'm happy. I want to do the fight. You know.
You can obviously see you've trained. You're in tremendous shape, and you haven't come here to make the numbers up. You've come here to get revenge for your mate. You've come here to get that belt.
Yeah.
Are you confident? Good. You've done the rounds as a pro. You've been there. You've fought on the big shows. Is it one step too soon, do you think, for Romaine?
Well, so I'm not in here to speak for Romaine. You know, I'm only here to speak for myself. It's just another fight to me. It's a great fight. You know, it's a fight that excites me. It's not a fight that I take lightly. You know, every opponent. You know, I don't take them lightly. You know, you never underestimate any opponent. You know, that's a very, very foolish thing to do, in my opinion. But yeah, no, man, I see myself coming away with the victory.
Romaine, main event, professional fight, WRSA British title. You called for this fight. You wanted to be in with the big fish. You belong there.
Yeah, I was around there for years.
Yeah.
Years and years, yeah. I'm just picking it all back up now. Get my name back out there. Get back to the top now.
And obviously you've seen Shane fight.
Yeah, I've seen him fight.
He beat Tommy Crossland, who's part of your camp.
Yeah, he beat Tommy Crossland on 2 days' notice.
Yeah.
2 days notice by a knockout. So you've both seen each other up close. He's got a victory over your teammate. You've got a victory over his teammate. It's
We've got to settle it now.
you both know what each other's about. It was when I spoke to David, I spoke to Tyrone and Garth and yourself, and it was like, what's next? Like, let him loose. Let him loose. Put him in with the big guns, because he's going to swim. He's going to swim. I'm really excited. Obviously, you've seen Shane. We've just said all that. But tell us a little bit more about this fight. How do you win? How do you think it's going to play out?
Every camp we train hard for 5-round war. We want to bring it home the last 2 fights, but obviously it didn't go that way. It's just, I feel like with my speed and power at the same time, it just doesn't go the way we want it to. Because when we started K1, we wanted to get ring time, and I feel like I'm going to get ring time with Shane, as long as he keeps his hands up. But I feel like it's a good dive, and it's going to be a good scrap. I'm looking forward to it.
I like how you say the last 2 fights haven't gone the way I wanted to. As a fighter, I'd be buzzing with 2 first round knockouts. But obviously, that is a good point. He hasn't gone into round 2.
Yeah, I'm more of that.
I don't mean that in a way like he's knocking them out. I'm saying, what happens when he's at round 2, Mel?
Well, that's up to him, you know.
After taking kicks in the leg, after taking these. Okay. No, we'll forget about that. Let's take it. But point being is, you're both heavy-handed. You're both very experienced. Garth, I'm going to bring it to you. A lot of respect for Shane.
Shane, I've been listening to you, and I've got a lot of respect for what you're saying. Thank you.
True professional fighter.
Yeah,
Very good
he
testament.
seems like a nice, genuine person, champion, warrior. You know, yeah, I like him.
And how about, what's your thoughts? Obviously, you've knew Romaine since he was born.
We need challenges, though. We've got to find out where we are. You know, because we're finding it hard to bloody match him. So we have to fight Shane. We have to fight him. We have to see where we are. We have to beat Shane to get further, to see how far we can go. We need this challenge. You know, we've seen how Shane fights. We know he's going to stand in the middle. We know he's going to stand there. We know he's tough. You know, but we're tough as well.
I'm really excited.
Right? So
Really
it's going to be a good fight.
Really
And I'm excited as well. You know, and I don't feel nervous for this fight. You know, and normally my son's fighting out there, you know, he's going to war, anything could happen and that, you know. But I just don't, I know a dangerous fighter for me. I can see a monster in front of him. And that's when I get nervous. But I don't feel nervous for this.
Confidence.
Yeah, I don't feel nervous for this.
Confidence. I'm going to ask you the same question as well. Obviously, you've seen Romaine. You've been a big part of the training camp.
Yeah, we watched Romaine a couple of his fights. You know, he's got the skill set, he's got the mindset. You know, he's going to give a cracker of a show. But Shane's a worker. I'm Shane's sparring partner as well. You know, I'm taking him on. You know, when you ask for 2.5-minute rounds, Shane wants 5. You ask for 3 rounds, Shane wants 5 rounds. You know, Shane will go the distance and he'll keep pushing and pushing. He's going to do everything in that ring, and he is just going to absolutely push and push. You know, but like Shane said, like the guy said, this is going to be a great challenge for both fighters.
For both fighters.
And both of them, no matter who comes out of this, is going to come out well fought and well deserved this belt.
I like it.
It's like that.
There's no bad mouthing. Two professional fighters, both want the same outcome. I'm going to ask a bit of a controversial question. Would you say you're the favourite in this fight with your experience in the professional ranks? And would you say you're the favourite, or would you say you're the underdog on this fight?
I'd say I'm the underdog, just from his record and who's been in the ring with K1. I've only had 2 K1 fights.
Oh, quite a fair point.
You know, it's not something I've thought of at all. You know, coming up to this fight, it's just it's another good fight for me. Like, you know, that's all I really think of. I'm not a betting man myself, like, so I don't really know how odds work, like, but I'm just a fighter.
Yeah, mate, we've got bookies going.
Shane, how many people you knocked out?
A couple, like.
He's very modest.
Lady,
In pro
Have you knocked him out
in
with
the
a head
pro
kick?
ranks, I've knocked out one person.
You knocked him out with a head kick?
No, I didn't knock him with a head kick.
Okay. With a cross, with a hook, what?
Oh,
I can't
that's
see
a-
that.
that's a- we're not about giving our tactics away, so we are head and run tactics, that's what we do, you know what I mean, guerrilla warfare, more to the point, but
I like that. I like how you say you think you're the underdog. You've trained like an underdog. You're not going to lose this fight. You're not going to let yourself lose this fight.
If you know me, I don't do that.
But that's what makes it so exciting. Tomorrow night, when that first bell goes, everyone's eyes are going to be on that fight. And that's what makes a good headlining fight. Just the same as when we had Kaz on with Liam, Kaz on with Dylan. As soon as these kind of fights happen and that first bell goes, a lot of people like to shoot off before the main event get home or whatever. People will be watching this. People will tune in. People will can't wait to watch the video on Monday. It's one of them fights that, no matter the outcome, credit to you both. Both professionals, both hard hitting, both ready for that win. And I can't wait. So boys, thank you very much.